Hello and welcome to Bakies The Sims for custom content. In this series I show you everything I made for The Sims 4. As you may have noticed, I haven't been uploading any new mods recently. This is all because of the fact that I broke my foot 2 weeks back and not being able to sit behind my PC as long as I would normally do. Therefore I can promise that the next video and mod will be uploaded next week too. Looking at the footage I'm showing you all right now, you will see that before I broke my foot, I released a whole lot of placeable jungle animals like the alligator, toucan, macaws, iguanas and snakes. This time I will bring you the large groups of butterflies that can be found all around Selvadorada. Before taking a look at the animations and telling you more about these mods, let me first show you where to find them in game. To easily find all 3 groups of butterflies, type butterflies into the search bar. You can also find them by going to the decorations misc section. In the catalog you will find them near all my other placeable jungle animals, if you've downloaded those too, as a thumbnail with a butterfly on it which can be most seen in that specific group. Like always, these thumbnails will all have the BakieGaming icon in the lower right corner. If you click on the color stripes from one of those new thumbnails, you will get to see one color swatch showing you the same butterfly as on the main thumbnail and one color swatch which is totally white. To see what the difference is between those two, let's grab the Recolor tool by pressing the R key and clicking on the already placed butterflies right here. As you can see, the first swatch will give you these single butterflies that look as if someone has stepped right on top of them. When selecting the white color swatches, all these flat butterflies will disappear, making the objects invisible. Which swatch you will use depends on where you will be placing these butterflies and if you're going to mix them all together or just use one single group. For now I will use them all together, but before going into live mode to see the actual effects, I will make the objects visible again by using Ctrl Z so I don't have to search for them if I want to replace them later. After they are visible again, I hop into live mode and press the play button to make 3 large groups of butterflies to appear. To show you they are really 3 separate groups, let's go back into build mode and move one of those flattened butterflies away from the rest. Like you can see, one part of the larger group now follows the flattened one. Even while rotating the object, the effect will rotate with it. After replacing it somewhere else, the effect will disappear in build mode but will come back when going into live mode again. If you don't like the flattened butterflies on the ground, simply make them invisible using the second color swatch on each thumbnail. When invisible, you can also use the clone tool to find them back and see what version you used on that specific spot by hovering it slowly over the terrain until the name of the object appears. You can then switch to the grab tool by pressing the H key on your keyboard and replace or delete them. In this particular example you see a whole lot of butterflies flying around, as I was a bit too enthusiastic when placing multiple of these butterfly objects all together. As I already thought that I might place too many of these objects next to each other, I didn't make the objects themselves invisible, but simply hid them right underneath this bush. As I can now easily see which object spawns which butterfly species, it's much easier and faster to delete the right objects instead of having to hover over all of them one by one with the clone tool. Instead of using them on a single jungle lot like this one, which looks very good of course, especially with all other jungle animals that can be seen here too, you can also place them in a normal forest to add a bit more of life to those places too. Adding them to gardens or near a rented house in Selvadorada can also make those places look more attractive. If you like these animated butterflies, then hit that like button and share my video so more people will be able to find it. Download links can be found in the description down below. If you don't want to miss my future custom content videos, tutorials or The Sims 4 Effect Player episodes, then please subscribe and see you back soon here on BakieGaming.